Meanwhile, in Tupac news,
The shooting of Tupac Shakur once again underscores the violence that has surrounded this man since he shot the superstar.
People pulled up, opened fire. Shakur and Knight.
Tupac Shakur was shot several times in the chest. Shakur was pronounced dead.
MAKAVELI in this Illuminati, all through your body. The blows like a 12-gauge shot. Feel me?
One of the things that we were working on. And then, songs, music, Unconditional Love.
One day I hope to make it a player in this game. Mama, don't cry, long as we try, maybe things change.
Tupac actually wrote for me and gave it to me, brought it in, I rapped it. It said, "Come listen to my truest thoughts, my truest feelings. All my peers are doing years behind all these killings. How many bodies must we witness before we see it's hard to live this life without God?" So we was asked forgiveness and asked Mama why I got an urge to die, and witnessed the tears flowing free from her eyes before she could reply. For we were born without a silver spoon, and my broken down TV shows cartoons in my living room. One day I hope to make it a player in this game. Mama, don't cry, long as we try. Maybe things will change. Perhaps it's just a fantasy, a life where we don't need welfare and we share with our own family. Maybe it's me that caused it, the fighting and the hurting, in my room crying because I didn't want to be a burden. And watch Mama open up her arms and hug me. And I ain't worried about a damn thing because she still loved me. In this game, it's lessons for your eyes to see. Though things change, the future is still inside of me. So we must remember that tomorrow comes after the dark, and you will always be in my heart with unconditional love.
Only Gab can do it like this. Yo, YouTube, what up? It's your homie Gab, I'm in the building. And this is MAKAVELI Media. Tupac, MC Hammer, the connection between unconditional love. Now you hear Hammer in this interview saying that Tupac wrote the lyrics to Unconditional Love and delivered it to him in the studio, and he rapped it, and it was his song. But you also hear Tupac record the song. A lot of times artists will record the track and hand it to another artist so he'd know exactly how to do the song over. That could be quite possible, but my question is, when I hear Unconditional Love, the song speaks volumes of Tupac's truest thoughts and feelings for himself. He poured his heart out in these lyrics, and it was about his own life. I wonder why he delivered such a detailed song to MC Hammer. I'm sure it wasn't the only song he wrote for MC Hammer, but once again, Unconditional Love was personal. And the fact he handed it over to MC Hammer, it almost was like a keepsake, in my opinion. Because at this point in time, yes, Tupac was going through a whole lot. One could imagine what he was thinking about. We know he thought about his own death a whole lot. And the song is very, like I say, very deep and emotional. And it doesn't reflect MC Hammer. When I think of Hammer, I think of more party, more upbeat, more happy-go-lucky. Or, Hammer did have some church-type raps. But nothing on the scale of Unconditional Love. You can tell the song moved Hammer. As Hammer was reciting those lyrics, he could feel the energy that Tupac put into those words. And you notice he was emphasizing certain words because he wanted you to pick up on, the magnitude of what a precious gift Pac had given him. He wanted you to feel those words. But once again, Hammer was right there. You know, when Tupac was going through these troubled times, when he wrote Unconditional Love. Hammer may have seen some things along the way. They say, man, Pac was really going through it. And, you know, he put his heart on this paper and gave it to me. You know, there's something else I noticed strange about MC Hammer. Hammer rarely talks about his time at Death Row, and he almost never talks about, you know, Tupac. And good luck with trying to get Hammer to tell you what happened that night in Vegas. You might have a better chance hitting the lottery this Friday before you get some information about Vegas from Hammer. And in the Too Legit to Quit movie, Hammer was in Vegas. That scene with him in the escalator, Tupac and Suge, that was in Las Vegas. And they was trying to sway Hammer to go to Club 662. So this must have been after the fight or maybe before the fight with Orlando. But Hammer was getting bad vibes and say, no, I'm not going. But Hammer knows some stuff, man. Hammer saw some stuff. And Hammer don't want to talk about it. And that's fine. Hammer don't have to talk about it. This is a free country. You know, Hammer is holding his memory of Tupac near and dear to him. But he's awful proud that Tupac gave him unconditional love. Like I said, the song speaks volumes into what Tupac was thinking, what Pac was going through, his ambitions, his troubles, his relationship with his mother, you know, his hopes and dreams of being a big star, you know, growing up poor, feeling like he was a burden to his mom because, you know, she was a single mom and things was rough. I mean, this was a very, very personal rap. A lot of Tupac's raps read like letters. This was like a deep, dark letter he left to a friend. And he gave it to MC Hammer. I think that's dope. But once again, you know, was this a song that Tupac was planning on keeping for himself? And maybe Suge came to him and said, yo, we need some fire for Hammer. Hammer needs some help. And Pac was like, oh, what can I give Hammer? No, not this, not that. Yeah, I got it. Unconditional Love. Out of all the tracks, right? He gave Hammer truly a rare jewel. Tell me what you think. Did Tupac write this rap for MC Hammer from Hammer's perspective? Or was this, in fact, Tupac putting his own life on the paper and deciding to share it with a friend? Or you know what I really think, man? This is just my opinion. Like I said, Pac might have gave that to Hammer like a keepsake. Like, hold on to this. Because it got me thinking. Remember the Outlaws said Tupac was telling everybody come take whatever they wanted of his, like his jewelry, his clothing. Like, y'all can have it. It's like Pac had a feeling deep down inside he was about to leave here. And, you know, you can't take the stuff with you. So it was like, yo, you know, people he really liked, people he really respected, you know, he wanted to leave a piece of himself with. And I believe that's what he gave MC Hammer in Unconditional Love. Anyway, I need you guys to share and like this video. As always, I encourage you guys to leave your thoughts in the comment section. And just know it's been a pleasure as always. Oh yeah, and keep your eyes open for Against All Odds Part 5 and 6. coming this weekend, y'all. I'm signing off. I'm your homie Gab. I'm up out of here. I'm about to hit y'all with the peace.
So many vivid pictures and all the currency I'll never even get to see. This fast life soon shatters.